Hello and welcome to the DW Talk Show. Today our interview is with a man who lived through the French Revolution. Hello, what is your name?
My name is Jean-Francis Roux. I'm from Turkey.
So, Jean-Francis Roux, I'm sure you have many things to tell us about your experience.
Yes, the good old days.
So tell us, did you actually take part in the French Revolution?
Yes, in fact I did. However, I was not part of the nobility. I was part of the profession of shoemaking, and I've had this job my whole life.
Hey, I need my shoes fixed.
Okay.
Thank you.
They're done. That's $5.
So, tell us, how did you, the Third Estate, feel about the French Revolution?
We've always had a desire for equality, especially when it comes to taxes. So when the privilege was taken away, we were treated more equally. The peasants would get money for their work now, and we would not be the only ones paying taxes.
Hold up, who is they?
The National Assembly, of course. They're the government at the start of the revolution. It was created in June 1789. They're the ones that helped the Third Estate feel better.
But, how did the National Assembly come to be?
Well, since I was part of the Third Estate, I didn't really know how all this came to be. I did not have the comprehensive knowledge to understand or be part of anything. However, I didn't know about the tennis court oath. Half the Third Estate was there. My neighbor heard about it from the other people, and because of this, the news of the tennis court oath spread very quickly. Go.
We are our own nation now. We make our own rules. We don't abide by the monarchy anymore.
Yay!
Yay!
The group that was there slowly became part of the National Assembly. This was important for us because our votes as an estate used to be equal to the first and second estate, even though we all had a lot more people. The oath changed how the voting process was made.
You live near the prison of the Bastille. How did it feel to be so close to the action?
This moment has impacted me because it was an important moment in the French Revolution. When it first started, I didn't know. The noise outside is extremely loud. I was definitely confused, but I had a sense that something important was happening.
I have also heard about the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of Citizen. What was that all about?
A few months after the Bastille, a speaker stood up on the platform in the middle of the streets. He started speaking about the Declaration and how it would help us, and what it really was. This document was created for us, the Third Estate. It stated that equality would be preceded, and that human rights would be created for us. It would mean no more slavery for the peasants.
I see. Is there anything else you want to add?
I just wanted to say, since the National Assembly was made up of people from the Third Estate, the government helped them, created new laws to suit them, to help them, and gain an advantage in society. I appreciated the help that they have given us, and the work they have put in us.
How did you feel being alive during the second government, the legislative assembly?
Well, in my opinion, they were not a helpful government at all. They took down the churches and de-Christianized our people. I cared about my religion. I cared about my God, and all that was taken away.
No, I'm a priest.
If you don't, I'll drown you.
No, please, no. Okay, so, please.
I know of a war between the Legislative Assembly and Austria and Prussia. For our viewers out there that don't know what it was a war to preserve the monarchy. Tell me, how did it feel to be somewhat in the war?
People all over the city were volunteering to join the fight against these people. They used propaganda to gain more supporters in the war. I didn't care what they did. In fact, I think it would have been better with the king still on the throne. Down, Louis.
Here's his head, everybody, the king's head.
The Legislative Assembly tried to overthrow the Catholic Church and made them sell their land and disband charities. They also made the price of bread skyrocket, which would have not been good for the people that were poor, like me. We did not appreciate the difference that they were making. It's $20? I thought it was $2 last week.
Well, it's $20 now.
Why is it so expensive?
Well, if you can't pay for it, don't buy it. And all the food here now is very expensive. Gotta pay.
I see. Oh yes, what did you think about the National Convention?
Oh, I think of this government as the most influential government body in the French Revolution.
Who were the leaders of the National Convention?
Sans-culottes became the leaders of the local government, while the convention governed the entire nation of France.
How do you think they changed France? Or more importantly, how did they change the third estate?
Well, they created the different, more political problems for the third estate, since they took away our king, destroyed our religion, and brought monarchy to an end. Our entire lives were changed. People did not like the new government, as all they wanted was a better life, not a new life. Robespierre was the leader during this time. He was not a noble, in fact, he was like us. But I guess he did not understand our needs and made it more worse.
Uh-huh. What do you think about the directory? From what we've heard, it was a very useless government.
You've heard right. I didn't remember them doing anything that really changed France.
Well, they have to have done something.
They started financial reforms to create a better lifestyle to the farmers, and they also improved trade for the merchants, which did things to make it a bit better for us.
I see. Is there anything else about the directory that you'd like to tell us?
I would have considered the government very weak and useless, especially because they didn't do much for us. Out of all the four government bodies, we lived a better life with the National Assembly. I think that they especially made my life better. I didn't feel like I was living in poverty after all the changes they've made in France.
Well, thank you for your time, John Francis Hiru, and telling us about the French Revolution. We enjoyed your stay here and have a good rest of the day.
Well, that is all for today. Come back next week for another episode on the DW Show.